So we covered till Sutra 6, and I hope you are all remembering the sutras gradually and you're not skipping. Am I right? Means when I was learning, so my teacher would first, ask me to tell the sutras, and the number of sutras I would tell, the number of sutras he would teach to me. And if I didn't remember any sutra, then he would just simply say me that you go back to home, come and remember. So I'm not doing that, of course. It will take a bit more time here. But I hope that you're learning and memorizing. So we covered till Sutra 6 to Sutra 7 today. Tri-mātro mahā-puruṣaḥ. So yesterday we studied Vamana and Trivikrama. So let's suppose a Vamana akshara is considered to be is equal to one matra, as a unit, if you just, and the Trivikrama akshara considered to be is equal to two matras. Matra can mean, one matra can mean, for example, if a Vamana akshara takes 1 second to be pronounced, then Trivikrama akshara would take 2 seconds to be pronounced. This is the first take on matra. The second take is, if one matra aksharas, Vamana akshara, take less effort, to be pronounced, then the Trivikrama akshara would take more effort to be pronounced. For example, if we pronounce just it's one matra, Vamana. But if we pronounce the longer version, which is a, so it's taking more effort from our sides. So these are the differences. So there is also a consideration of tri-mātro, which means three matras, and that is known as mahā-puruṣaḥ Saṁjñā. Three matras. Now, the interesting point here is there is no. I'm really sorry when someone is talking here, so there may be some background noise. Let's hope it finishes faster, quickly. Yeah. So yeah. So we have a set of Vamana aksharas and we have a set of Trivikrama aksharas, but we don't have a set of mahā-puruṣaḥ aksharas. There's nothing like a set of aksharas which is mahā-puruṣaḥ. So what makes the mahā-puruṣaḥ is either the Vamana akshara itself or the Trivikrama aksharas. They are made into mahā-puruṣas in certain situations. For example, while crying, while crying, let's suppose if someone is crying and while he's crying, he's taking someone's names, he's calling someone out. For example, when Maharaj Dashrath was feeling depressed and he was, feeling separation, intense separation from Lord Rama. So he would crying, taking Lord Rama's names. So, when we cry, so although the end, the a of Rama is Lagu. Just 1 minute, I'll just see if I can handle the situation. So yeah, so when, oh Krishna. Yeah, so when Dasharatha was crying, before he left his body, so although the a of Rama is Vamana, and we pronounce it as simple Rama, but when he was crying, chanting Rama's names, so he was um emphasizing on the end part, Hey Ram, Hey Ram, Hey Ram. You must have heard it, or in some dramas, in somewhere, Ram Leela. So in those cases, while crying, Rodana, the Vamana Aksharas, they are stretched, and that becomes Mahapurusha. That becomes tri-mātro, three matras. Okay, this was the first example. Second example is Ahvan. Ahvan means calling someone or addressing someone. Basically, calling someone from far away. So if I have a friend standing, some 300 meters away from me, and I want to call him, and his name is, let's suppose, something, something, let's say, like, okay, Vijay Prabhu. So when I will call him, because he's far away from me, so I'm trying to call him. So I will shout his name, and I'll shout like this, Vijay Prabhu, Vijay Prabhu. So although the U of Prabhu is Vamana, but I'm stretching it, Vijay Prabhu. I won't just say Vijay Prabhu. Mostly we stretch, we tend to stretch. So that's how the Ahvan, the calling, it also becomes tri-mātro, mahā-puruṣaḥ. And one is while singing, Gayan. So while singing, you can stretch notes, the Vamana, the Trivikramas, anyhow and anytime and any place. And it's not an offense to the Vamana and Trivikrama. So in singing, we can stretch anything. So, and that's not illegal and that's not immoral. So that's also considered to be mahā-puruṣaḥ, wherever we stretch more than 2 matras. So this was tri-mātro mahā-puruṣaḥ. So a vowel uttered for the duration of 3 matras is called a mahā-puruṣaḥ. Okay, let us just read the vritti. Tri-mātratvena uccaryamānaḥ vāmanaḥ trivikramaḥ ca mahā-puruṣa sangyah syāt. So we just read it, that the Vamana and Trivikrama aksharas, the letters, when they are chanted or when they are uttered, pronounced for the duration of 3 matras, then that pronunciation or those particular letters pronounced for 3 matras are known as mahā-puruṣas. For example, Jiva Goswami is saying, Esha durahvane. Durahvane means just dur ahvane, calling someone out from very far away. Dur means far, and ahvan means to call someone. Gane means singing, we just did it. Rodan means to cry. Adav, ityadi, etc. Cha prasiddha. So mahā-puruṣaḥ, chanting of some letters in 3 matras are well known while addressing someone from far away, while singing, while crying, and so on. Pluta sangyascha. Other systems, they call it, or they name it as Pluta. Pluta. Jiva Goswami says it as Trivikrama, and others they say it as Pluta. Yatha uktam, as it is said, ek matro bhaved dhrasvo. A vowel which is chanted for 1 matra is known as hrasva, which is Vamana in our case. Dvi-mātro dirgha uchyate. A vowel chanted for two matras is known as the dirgha varna, which is trivikrama in our case. Tri-mātras tu pluto gneyo. A varna, a letter chanted for the duration of 3 matras is known as pluta, but in our case, it's known as mahā-puruṣaḥ. Okay. Vyanjanam cha ardha-mātrakam. But the vyanjanas means the consonants, k, k, g, ityadi, they are known as ardha-mātrakam. Ardha means half, and matra means, so the vyanjana, the consonant, they are not even one matra, they are half matra, and that's why we cannot even pronounce them independently. We need to have the support of sarveśvarā. We need to have support of either ek-matra or dvi-matra or tri-mātro to pronounce the vyanjanas, because they are ardha-matrakas, half, they are just half. Like iti adi-trayasya. So now Jiva Goswami is giving a very graphic example of how ek-matra, dvi-matra and tri-matra are pronounced at one place simultaneously. When kukkuta rutau kramena prasiddhi. Kukkuta means hen, I think. Kukkuta. Yeah, kukkuta means a cock or cock. We say it as hen, murgi. You all know hen, right? The traditional clock, alarm clock. Especially in India, I don't know about outside. So when, have you heard the cry of hen anytime, anywhere, in real life or in real life? So when a hen starts to shout, let's say shout or cry in the morning, Brahma Muhurta time. So he starts with the ek matra. He starts with ek matra. Cook, okay, let me just do it. And then he moves ahead to 2 matras, and then at last he stretches. So anyone good in it can just show it. I'm not good at animal sounds. Any demo here? Yeah, something like that. So this is Jiva Goswami, okay? This is not my speculation. So we get to hear all 3 matras, ek matra, dvi matra and tri matra in hen's cry. And it's very famous, prasiddhi, well known. So atra mahā-puruṣe vamanam api trivikramam uchcharayanti likhanti cha tat jñā. Okay, in mahā-puruṣa, in the case of mahā-puruṣa, when we are pronouncing the Vamana as mahā-puruṣa, so then that Vamana is also written as Trivikrama. For example, Agacha bho Viṣṇu-mitra agacha. So when it is pronounced, so it is like Agacha bho Viṣṇu-mitra agacha. That, oh Viṣṇu-mitra, please come, please come. Because Viṣṇu-mitra is a name of someone, and he is standing somewhere far away from us, and we are, calling him out respectfully. That bho Viṣṇu-mitra, like that. And this 3 stands for, mahā-puruṣa. And although Viṣṇu-mitra, in Sambodhana, in vocative case, it should have been Vamana, Viṣṇu-mitra, like Hare Krishna. But because this is taking the form of mahā-puruṣa, that's why, because of this rule, it will be written as Trivikrama, like here. Second example is Agatosmi bho Vishwapa Agatosmi. Same thing, that I'm coming, oh Vishwapa, Vishwapa, I'm coming. So like that. Okay. Tri-mātro mahā-puruṣaḥ. So this is, come, O Viṣṇu Mitra, come. I have come, O Vishwapa, I have come. Just the translation.
Well, here you are mentioning that Vamana also will be pronounced, but where Vamana is becoming mahā-puruṣaḥ?
Here, this Viṣṇu Mitra has become
Viṣṇu Mitra. Okay, sure. Okay.
This Vishwapa is an example of Trivikrama becoming mahā-puruṣaḥ. Vishwapa is an example of Trivikrama becoming mahā-puruṣaḥ, and Viṣṇu Mitra is an example of Vamana becoming mahā-puruṣaḥ. In both examples. Next is a-ā-varjitāḥ sarveśvarā īśvarāḥ. Okay, what is sarveśvarā? I want the sutra.
Tatrāda caturdasha sarveśvarā.
Yeah, minus a and a is equal to īśvara. Okay. a-ā-varjitāḥ sarveśvarā īśvarā. The sarveśvaras tatrādau chaturdasha sarveśvarā minus a and a is equal to īśvara. The sarveśvaras excluding a and a are īśvaras. Yeah, the same thing. And here we go with the 12 letters. E beginning from short E till O. Okay. And others they say it or they name it as namina or icha. Ich. So this is 8th. Daśāvatārā īśāḥ. What was daśāvatārā?
Daśāvatārā. So the
Minus,
first 10.
Minus a is equal to īśa. Okay. Daśāvatārā minus a and a, excluding a and a are called īśas. So we remove, exclude a and a from daśāvatārā, and what we get is īśa. So you see Jiva Goswami is creating many different groups here. Quite easy when we are independently studying each of them, but collectively together they become little messy in the beginning. So we have to take note of that. We move ahead. Clear? a-ā-i-i-u-u anantāḥ. So these 6 letters a-ā-i-i-u-u, they are known as anantas. Others they say it as an. That's all. Done? Or we move ahead with more sutras? We do more sutras?
We can do, yes.
Please.
Means I can cover the whole Saṁjñā part today, means I don't have any issue. Okay. I-I-U-U catuḥ-sanāḥ. So these 4 letters, they are known as catuḥ-sanāḥ. So you please make some notes in your notebook somewhere, because okay, hearing is okay, simple, but you write, so it creates more impression, strong impression in the mind, and so that it remains in our mind and in our brain for longer time. I-U-U, they are known as catuḥ-sanāḥ. Basically, catuḥ-sanāḥs are the 4 Kumaras, but Jiva Goswami is renaming these 4 as catuḥ-sanāḥ. Others, they say it as in. catur-bhujāḥ. These 4 are known as catur-bhujāḥ. catur-bhujāḥ. Others, they say it as uk. Doesn't make any sense, uk, but still uk. And that's why Jiva Goswami took a definition, a name, which makes not just little sense, but most of the sense, catur-bhujāḥ. And prayojana abhavat ri na grihyate. Because there is no specific purpose, there is no specific usage. So these two letters, ri and ri, they are not taken in, the sutra. A, I, O, Au, catur-vyūhāḥ. These four, they are known as catur-vyūhāḥ. So we know catur-vyūhāḥ as Sankarshan, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. But here, these four are known as catur-vyūhāḥ. Sandhi aksharani echascha. Some say name them as sandhi aksharas, and some say it as H. Ete sarve eva tri-vikramaha. These four letters, they all are trivikramas. Generally, people think A and O to be Vamana. But A, I, O, Au, they are all trivikrama. No one is Vamana here. So being trivikrama means their pronunciation. Yes. Okay, I think. Please let me know when should I end. Otherwise, I'll just keep scrolling and keep teaching. Okay, let us do two more, 14 and 15. Ang iti viṣṇu-cakram. Ang, this ang is known as viṣṇu-cakra. Akar ucharanartha. Basically, the main thing is this, M with a dot above in English. So someone may ask that then why this A is used here? So Jiva Goswami is saying, just for the sake of pronunciation, we have used akara here, and there is no specific purpose of using A. Bindu swarupo varno viṣṇu-cakra nama. This ang is bindu swarup, is just a dot above the letters in Devanagari script. Okay? This ang is just a bindu, a dot above the letters in the Devanagari script, and in English we have M with a dot above, and is known as viṣṇu-cakra in Harinamamrit. In other systems, some they say it as anuswar, which is quite famous, anuswar. Some they say it as bindu, and some they say it as love. Not the English one, of course. Love. Okay. And then, okay. Ang iti viṣṇu-cāpaḥ. Ang iti viṣṇu-cāpaḥ. So this half moon with a dot above is known as viṣṇu-cāpaḥ in this system. Ardha Chandra Akriti Varnaha. The Akriti, the formation or the form, the figure of this Varna is Ardha Chandra, is like half moon, Jiva Goswami is saying, Ardha Chandra, and is known as viṣṇu-cāpaḥ. Anunasikascha, and this letter is pronounced with the help of the nose. It's a nasal sound. Ang. Nasika bhavah ayam. So the pronunciation is from the nose. And sanunasikastu mukhanasika bhavah. The same thing. Mouth and the nose. These are the two places of pronunciation of this ang. Like that. Okay? Satisfied? We did more actually. Means enough for today. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow for the grammar. And I want all of you to please memorize the sutras, and I can ask anyone what is viṣṇu-cāpaḥ or what is catur-vyūhāḥ, what is catur-bhujāḥ, and then I want to hear the sutras, not just they are known as this. So when something is asked, especially some definitions, then we have to quote the sutra. So this is the rule. No translations. Okay. So let us do some Anvaya. Any questions on the grammar? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Text 3, Srimad Bhagavatam. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam
Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam
Shukamukhadamritadravasanyutam
Shukamukadamritam Shavasanyutam
Vata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam
Vipada
Bhagavatam
Bhagavatam
Rasamalayam
Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha.
Muraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka.
You are seeing the Veda base, right?
Yes.
Aho. Got it? Aho.
Oh.
Aho. Aho means it's like a sambodhan. You know, in Sanskrit, it's like when we say, hey, hey Krishna Karuna Sindho. So the part hey is also, you know, while addressing hey Krishna. Or, you know, one of Madhavendra Puri's very famous verse, Ai Deen Dayadranath He Mathuranath Kadavalokyase. If you have ever heard that shloka, very famous shloka. So, Ai Deen Dayadranath He Mathuranath Kadavalokyase. So, the part Ai or the part He, there also, they are used for, you know, addressing someone. So, here Aho also stands for, you know, in the sense of hey, like hey Krishna Karuna. So whom it is addressed to? It is addressed to all the rasikas. Aho rasikaha. In the fourth quarter. Aho rasikaha. Rasikaha is defined by Sridhar Swami as Bhagavat Priti Rasagnaha. Bhagavat Priti Rasa Gnaha. One, those devotees who know the mellow of the love of Godhead. Bhagavat Priti. Bhagavat Priti means love of God. You know, Bhagavat Priti, Bhagavat Prem, Krishna Prem, love of God, love of Krishna. So those who are familiar? No. Those who are, what is that word in English? Well acquainted. Acquainted, I'll use that word. Well acquainted with the science of the mellows, different mellows of the love of God, which are 5 primary and 7 secondary. To such rasikas, it is an address. And they are also bhavuka, bhavukaha. This is also an address. Bhavuka doesn't just mean sentimental. Basically, the literal translation could be, you know, sentimentalist people. But bhavuka here means rasa vishesh bhavana chaturaha bhakta. That those who are very much, you know, well acquainted also, but one thing is to know the science of the mellows of love of God, but another thing is those who experience, you know, one is rasagnya, who knows the mellows. It's just an informative thing. But the next step is vignan, those who have developed bhava from that science. They are known as bhavuka. Okay, they are not just, it's not just information, it's not just accumulation, it's also assimilation and then experience, the first hand experience of each individual rasika. They are bhavuka. So, aho rasikah bhavukah shukamukhat in the second quarter. Shukamukhat, Shukasya mukhat iti Shukamukhat, from the mouth of Shukadev Goswami, who was the dear disciple and the son of Vyasadeva. You know, the same father. Spiritual father and material father, the same for Shukadev Goswami, Vyasadeva. He was also Shishya and he was also Putra of Srila Vyasadeva. And yes, so such Shukadev Goswami, from his mouth, Shukmukhat, Bhuvi, in our Gayatri mantra, whoever is second initiated, we have the word Bhuvi, in our Gayatri mantra, in the very first mantra. So Bhuvi means on this planet Earth. Galitam, Galitam, the next word comes is Galitam. Shukamukhat Bhuvi Galitam. That, if there is a tree and here is a land, and if a fruit falls from the tree, so it falls where? It doesn't hang on the air, means because of the law of gravity for sure. It falls on the ground and hits. Similarly, Shukadev Goswami was relishing, I won't say eating, he relished Srimad Bhagavatam, the fruit of Bhagavatam. And then it's not that while he was relishing, it dropped. It's not like that. Sometimes we notice some monkeys in Vrindavan or some parrots or some birds. They are eating something on the branches sitting there, and by chance they want to eat more, they want to relish something more, but it just falls down. It's not like that in Shukdev Goswami's case, that he's unfinished and the fruit just falls. No, he's finished. He has fully relished the Srimad Bhagavatam, the fruit, the essence, and then he has dropped it. And where does it come? Bhuvi. It falls on this earth planet. And Galitam. Galitam means, Galitam generally means something which is perishable. Galna. In Hindi we say galna. Tamatar gal gaya. Something which perish. But here Galitam has a completely different meaning. Galitam here means fully ripened, as per Srila Prabhupada. It's not over ripened. This is to be noticed. When a banana gets over ripened, then we just throw it. It's not eatable anymore. It's not over ripened. It's fully ripened. Fully means it's the best time to relish it. So that is Galitam here. So Galitam and Nigama Kalpa Tarohu. Nigama Kalpa Tarohu. So we know Agamas, they are scriptures, the Shruti Shastras. So Nigama means Veda, which are also known as Agamas and so on. So the Vedas are compared to be the Kalpataru, the desire tree. Because Vedas include everything. Everything means everything. Anything one desires, Veda possesses it. And we can get it from the Vedas. So Nigama Kalpatarohu, that this something which has, the word phalam has not yet come, so we don't know that it is phala, which is falling down from Shukdev Goswami's mouth. So something which is fully ripened and it's falling from Shukdev Goswami's mouth on earth has something to do with Nigama Kalpataro. And what is that? That it is the rasam. That it is the rasam. Rasam means it is the essence, let's say like that. It is the essence of all the Vedas, which are like the desire tree. Yeah, means okay. When someone sows a tree, initially there is a seed, it grows, then it seedling, and then into a little plant, and then gradually a tree. Then over a period of time, there are branches, leaves, and then flowers, then fruits, and then those fruits. In those fruits, there is the rasa, the juice, and that is the topmost desired product from any tree. From any tree. So all the Vedic scriptures, 108 Upanishads, prominent ones, then 18 Puranas, 18 Upapuranas, then Sanhitas, Itihasas, this, that, everything, so many things. They are all Nigama Kalpataru, but the very essence of all the scriptures is this Srimad Bhagavatam. And the next word comes is Rasam Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam. And Bhagavatam is compared as Phalam. It is Phalam. This is the fully ripened fruit. And Sridhar Swami explains in his commentary that generally in this world, when we have a fruit, then with the pulp, we also have the seed and the outer covering, the chilka. And then, after we remove the seed and the outer skin, then we relish the fruit here. But this fruit of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sridhar Swami explains very nicely, and even Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that this fruit, this fully ripened fruit of Srimad Bhagavatam is only purely pulp. There is no seed and there is no skin. It's only pulp, and you relish it, and you relish it, and you relish it. More you relish, more it will increase. It won't decrease. It won't perish at any point of time. And then he explains further that what he means by saying seed and the outer skin is that seed and outer skin means karma kand, jnana kand, anything except beyond Shuddha Krishna Bhakti, Shuddha Krishna Prem. They are compared with, the seed and the outer skin. And that we studied in the last verse, which was Dharmaha Projhita, Projhita Kaitavaha. So Projhita Kaitavaha, in a different manner and in a different style, is explained in the commentary of this verse by Sridhar and Vishwanath ji. So this is Phalam. So actually, there is a little contradiction in this verse. Phalam is something tangible, something solid. But rasam is liquid. You got it? Phalam is solid and rasam is liquid. Then how can Vyasadev, write something contradictory here? At the same time, same point of time, he's comparing Bhagavatam to something solid and something liquid also. So yeah, first of all, it's a metaphorical usage of rasam and phalam. It's not literally, rasam, something liquid to be grinded and drunk, and it's not phalam, to be eaten. So it's a metaphorical usage. And so phalam and alayam. So alayam means it's the abode of all the rasas. And pibata. Pibata means you drink it. You drink it. Muhu. Again and again you drink it. And afterwards we'll be reading swadu swadu pade pade. That as we drink it more and more, then the utility, if there is some commerce student here, utility. We study the utility principle. So it's ever increasing utility. You know, in the material world, when I was studying my utility principle in my school days, so let's suppose I'm hungry. So the first chapati I eat, let's suppose I get 10 units of utility. Then the next chapati I eat, I get 8 units of utility, you know, because my hunger is diminishing gradually. So the same with the utility points. As I eat my 5th chapati, my utility is 0 because I'm fully satisfied. As I eat my 6th chapati, the utility points go into minus, -2, and so on. So this is the material utility principle style or the pattern. But spiritually, the chart goes in another direction. One round of Hare Krishna, you know, let's say 2 utility. Second round of Hare Krishna, 4 utility. And as we increase our diet, whether it's reading diet, it's chanting diet, or anything else, the utility points, they keep on increasing and increasing and increasing, and there is no limit. So pivata, drink it more, drink it more, drink it more. So this was the third shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, anything from
I have a question. So here you are mentioning that alayam is actually saying that it is abode of rasa, right? So the rasam and alayam both are adjectives. So even though they are adjectives, they are it is modifying the adjective itself rather than the original thing, is it? Could
the
you
word alayam?
rasam and alayam? So the alayam is not an adjective for Bhagavatam; it becomes adjective for rasam, which is basically
Means, okay, in the shlokas, there are two things, not is. Visheshya and Visheshana. Noun and adjective. This is very important, so please listen carefully. Visheshya means noun and Visheshana means adjective. So there has to be one noun and there can be many adjectives for that noun, you know, describing the nature of that noun. Like Krishna is noun, Sundara Krishna. So Sundara stands as a Visheshana, as an adjective for Krishna, because Sundara, the word Sundara describes the beauty, the nature, the Swarup of Krishna, okay? Now there can be adjectives for the adjective also. There can be adjectives for the adjectives even. I'm not, you know, recollecting any example, but it happens quite often. But in this case, of course, all the Visheshanas, they are revolving around one noun, which is
Bhagavatam.
Yeah, which is Bhagavatam. Which is Bhagavatam. Alayam also directly relates to Bhagavatam. Actually, Alayam also has another meaning. Laya means liberation, and A means up to liberation. So Bhagavatam includes everything. This is also one of the meaning of Alaya. You know, moksha anandam abhivyapya. That it includes the happiness derived from Brahmanand or from liberation. Alayam. So, you know, it's a diverse meaning. But all the words, adjectives, they are revolving around the Bhagavatam. Rasam, Phalam, Alayam, and what more? And Galitam. Yeah, all these words are revolving around the word Bhagavatam.
So that is the other meaning. But if we take the abode meaning, then it becomes an adjective for rasam. Yeah,
Grammatically, no, because the vibhakti of alayam is 2.1. It's an object here, karma, and rasam is also an object. So if it was like rasasya alayam, then it would have been directly connected to the word rasa.
Right.
But grammatically, it is still directly connected to Bhagavatam. Grammatically, I'm saying from Vibhakti point of view.
So rasam is also 2.1 and alayam is also 2.1, right?
Yeah. So it can be, adjective and vishesh, adjective and noun in itself, rasam and alayam.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that. Okay. Anything more to be discussed? Okay, so I think we are done for today and we'll meet tomorrow.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.